Started it already. All right, hello. Uh, do you you know what I was thinking about earlier today?
What?
How come you hear like of a big like fire like burning down a building, but you never wake up to the news headline like building frozen instead of burnt down? Like, why don't people just like drop blocks of ice on things?
Dude, what? What?
What?
Bro thinks Frozone's gonna come up and just.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Like, I don't understand why they don't like you ever like hear like you like the news headline like 3 dead in house fire.
Yeah.
How can you never hear like 3 dead in like frozen house?
How do you imagine this house? Like, is it a block
It's
of
just
ice?
in a block of like Greasy Grove from Fortnite during season 7. Like why?
Yeah,
why
but okay.
How doesn't anybody do that?
There's usually a reasonable explanation as why the fire happens. So what would the explanation be for the ice?
It got
Well, like-
cold.
Yeah, like,
Just
if somebody
just one-
leaves like the freezer open or something.
freezes the entire house, but
Yeah.
only in a certain radius, so it's a block.
Like, why is it so? Yeah.
Or an iceberg crashes into your your house.
Or if the temperature's too cold and like the sink overflows. I don't understand. Like, you never hear of that happening.
Does it
Why-
happen to you?
Why would the sink overflow?
I don't know. Like somebody leaves it on overnight.
There's a drain.
Yeah, but what if it's clogged? Like just the fact that it's never happened ever is like weird to
It
me.
probably has. You remember in Home Alone the wet bandits?
Yeah.
They'll clog the drains and then leave. That's so mean. They rob the house blind and then they flood it.
Did you ever watch Home Alone, Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah, they flood the house too. That's crazy.
We have to give an explanation as to
As to what?
what's been going on.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there's
There's been nothing going on.
So, all right, buddy. So I have to say, this is not my fault. It falls on you two.
What the fuck?
No, it falls on me too, but it primarily falls on you two, but it's indirect. It's because of you guys, not your fault though. It's just things happened in your lives.
Okay, I got sick.
Yes. So the reason
I had surgery.
Right. So 2 weeks ago, we came out with Campfire Eats, which was our new side show on the channel. And that's because we explained in that episode Josh was sick, so we did no podcast episode. And then the week after that, Cody had surgery, so we couldn't record. And then that his surgery was Friday, so we tried to record on Tuesday, and we tried a new thing where we played Monopoly, but we played it the actual board game on the podcast. And ultimately, I was the one who said before I started editing the podcast that I didn't like the end result. And I think you guys could probably agree with me. I don't think it went well. It was a good experiment. I just don't think it went well.
It's probably just not a good thing to listen to for 2 hours.
Right, and there
It's
was a
more
lot
of
of
watch.
there was a lot of interruptions the entire time, and like we'd rather put out less content if it's good quality, because I feel that recently our episodes have been pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't want to just spam content that's bad quality, because what's the point in that? Like, look at Mr. Beast. He posts once a month, but he has the best quality on content on YouTube.
So basically,
So-
what we're saying is, sorry for the hiatus, and we're back to normal.
Right. Also, a Campfire Eats was supposed to come out on. It was supposed to actually come out tonight on Saturday, but Cody literally got to my house. We were gonna go film the episode, and he like popped a stitch out of his
Oh,
Back.
that's
from his surgery.
I
do you want to
I
like?
popped
Do you
all
want
my
to tell anybody like
stitches.
what
all.
was
Yeah.
it? All of them? So wait, do you want to tell everybody what kind of surgery you had, or?
I don't know like the name of like what it was, because it was like assist something. But
It was like a
I'm just
removal?
gonna call it assist. Yeah, assist removal. There was like nothing wrong with it. I just needed to like get it out because it would bleed every
Right.
so often.
Because cysts, they could stay there. They won't go away unless you get it removed.
Yeah, and the spot. All right, it's gonna sound weird, but like, you know how we like evolved from like having tails and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all monkeys have tails and whatever.
Yeah.
So it's in like that area.
Do they though? Wait, do like gorillas have tails?
No,
Close
but like
No.
like other ones
like
do.
monkeys do, like actual like the ones that like swing
chimps.
from tree. Yeah,
So whatever we evolved from
yeah,
had like a tail before, and we evolved without it.
Well, that's why we have a
Mhm.
tailbone, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It-
But like
it's-
literally right on that spot, he's saying it's where it was,
it's
like
that area.
right before your butt cheeks start, but like right at the bottom of your back. If you feel, there's like a little tiny like.
Dent
indent.
area.
That's where he's saying where it was. So we were gonna have that episode come out tonight. So
Yeah.
look for that episode. We're gonna film it next week. That episode will be coming out next Saturday. So the 20th, it will be out. And also, I know we had a rough start to the year. We're not gonna have an episode out until the 16th, I think.
I was thinking about this before. Do you think we should change our day one day ahead?
Have them coming on Mondays.
Yeah.
For permanently.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, yeah.
It's just like I don't know. It seems like a nice like even day. Like
The start of the week.
yeah. It's I know it's technically not the start of the week 'cause it's not Sunday, but
Well,
like
it's
it's
start of the working week.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like it just like feels better.
Well, we'll start that with this then.
Okay.
With the new comeback. So yeah, we've had a lot happen because we also haven't filmed in at this point like a month.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, we did film. We filmed an episode. We filmed 2 episodes last week. We just didn't like the result, and then we also put out Campfire Eats. So look for Campfire Eats probably every other Saturday, I would assume.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
And then also with this, we are promising clips on TikTok and Instagram and photo dumps back for good. Like these are going to be things that persist now, because at first it was me posting all the clips and editing the podcast and doing the photo dumps, but now Cody's taking on the clip aspect of it,
editing.
and the photo dump we're all gonna come together and just send pictures into the group chat, and I'll just round them up.
So we
So
gotta have our social media presence be a little more consistent.
we're gonna dedicate to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram right now, and that's gonna be what we're gonna go hard on. But yeah, we're back
I mean,
now
those
for
are the
good.
main 3.
What'd you say?
Those are the main 3
Right.
platforms.
I deleted Twitter as a whole, so
I'm about to.
it's become ruined now. I see too many videos of people getting like shot on there and killed.
Yeah, that's every time I check it, it's like a minefield with like scrolling.
I only like basketball stuff, but I still am only seeing like porn.
Yeah,
and
because it's like the For You. I mean, not the For You. It's like the. I don't know what that page is called.
Trending.
isn't
yeah.
it? It's also based off of like what people you follow. Like
Yeah, but it's stupid because I follow like Miami Heat stuff and like wrestlers
Yeah.
and stuff.
I'm like seeing. I literally scroll. Every other scroll is porn or somebody's brains like splattered in the road,
Yeah,
or like fight videos. So
yeah. Ever since it changed to X, it's not the same.
I've had enough of it. I've deleted it for my own use and for the podcast. I don't think we can have any good use for it of the podcast.
No,
So-
anything we have to say will stay on here.
Clips on TikTok, Instagram's gonna be like a fun, like nothing too formal on there. We'll still post announcements on there if we have them, but just photo dumps and stuff. Like before this episode goes out, probably tomorrow, I'm gonna put out like the picture, like the Michael Jordan statement, like the "we're back" one, or "I'm
Yeah,
back."
yeah.
I'm gonna put that out.
Do you still have the ham clip?
Yeah, I have it.
Can we insert that at the end of this?
We could put it right now. I can.
I want it to be an Easter egg.
Okay. When we were filming the Monopoly episode, something really funny happened, but you're only gonna get to hear it if you guys go to the absolute end. Like it
I
will
feel
be.
like that should be on like the clips though, or not on the clips, on the photo dump or something.
We could maybe, I don't know.
Just insert the audio at the end of this.
This is gonna go at the very end, like even after the outro. So, just
Can you just like paste it in? at
yeah,
the
I
end?
just cut the clip and just paste it into here.
Just as a funny Easter egg because it was from the Monopoly episode. It's the only
Yeah,
thing that was
that was probably
salvageable.
that was literally the only thing that was worth going in the episode.
Just the way it happened was funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about what has happened, and also because I know we talked about some stuff like basketball on Monopoly, but I have to remember that's not going out, so we can talk about it again.
Right. So a while back we had Jim Dandy on our podcast, and we talked about the season because he was on our team last year. We had our first game of this season, and we came away with a W.
What was the score?
It was
47.
47-45. I had 38 points.
Bro did not have
yeah, no.
38.
No, I had 2 points, but
However, 47 is more points that our team scored. I think
we didn't score. Our team last year didn't touch 47 last year one time. I think we touched 40 one time last year
and our team scored the most points in the league.
in the whole league. So as of right now, we're ranked 1 in the power rankings in the league. So that's pretty good. We're not going to touch on it too much. We have another game the day this is going out, so we'll come back with an update next week too.
We'll have
Hopefully, we can
We'll have
update you
another
guys saying we went 2-0. But
we will.
yeah. All right. So
Speaking of Jim Dandy, he also wants to be on.
yeah, we also are ordering a 4th mic now because we haven't been able to have guests for a while. Just like that one time we had to scrap an episode with Jimmy because the whole episode corrupted. Our 4th mic,
Dude,
we don't
That was the first episode with what's it called too?
with
What do we call it? Like the after sessions or
Oh
something?
yeah, the campfire
Oh, yeah.
after dark or whatever.
that we still haven't used that, but yeah. So literally tonight, I'm gonna order the 4th mic. So I actually think next week we're probably gonna have a guest. I think if we can make everything work, it will be Nick again. He's been wanting to come on. We don't know what we'll do with him yet, but we try to space out the guests, but we also have a lot of people asking to come on. So I think right now I know of like 5 people that want to come on.
Who is it?
Nick, Trebek, our friend Bat.
Bat was supposed to be here for Monopoly.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked well. Bat. Who else was asking? I forgot.
Jim, Dandy.
Oh yeah, Kyle was asking too. And then
Dom.
I think Dom. Dom said he would come on.
We'll have Dom on.
Yeah,
But we could have Dom and Jim Dandy at the same time.
maybe. We just got. Then they have to share a mic.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So should we do snack time or the album first?
I mean, we usually start with the album. We could switch it, but
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
care.
let's do snack time first today. So it's my turn. If anybody remembers, I think we figured out it was my turn. But
Yes.
Yeah.
So then it will be Josh.
Yeah, I think.
Yep. That's fine.
Okay. So today I have freeze dried ice cream, but it's an ice cream sandwich and it's mint chocolate chip ice cream. So it's a mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwich. It's just like the classic like brown cookie ice cream sandwich, like the rectangle bars. I don't know what it's called. It's just like a soft brown cookie.
Do you like that, or do you like chocolate chip cookies put together with ice cream?
I think I like these better.
I think that's
I
called
like
like
the
a-
chocolate chip cookies that are like the sides are rolled in the M&Ms.
Yeah,
Those
What is
ones
that?
are
Is
good.
that called like a chipwich?
That's a brand of it, yeah.
I think that's what they call it, but I don't know. I like this one too, the brown cookie.
Yeah.
And I think mint chocolate chips in my top 3 ice cream flavors.
And then I've never had freeze dried ice cream, so yeah, mint chip is definitely in my top 3. So
my top 3 is weird though, because I have coffee in there too. Dude, coffee ice cream with hot fudge is really good. You don't like it?
Coffee anything stinks, dude.
Oh,
this is actually really interesting. Usually when I see freeze dried ice cream, it's like cut up.
is it actually?
This is
like-
the entire bar.
Oh, they just gave you like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, it's literally just okay. This is kind of cool. Let me turn my mic off again. I'm gonna break it up into 3.
You touched my foot. What do you want to say? He's unwrapping the
He's
sandwich.
opening it
Oh
slowly.
my god. He just inhaled all of it.
He's cracking it.
I feel like
Dude, it's gonna be like powdery.
yeah, I
dude.
feel it's gonna be like chalky.
Dude, on the floor.
Is it hard? How are we gonna eat it? Are we gonna have
All
to
going at the same time. We
are we
could
gonna
take a
have to suck
picture
it?
from like the side.
are we gonna have to suck it? How hard is it?
Dude, what if we have Kyle bite the side?
I can't rip
and
it
we
in
bite
half.
the 2 longer sides.
So I can't rip this in half.
Go get a
It's-
knife.
I'll be right back. I'm
I
gonna
don't
Oh my
want
God.
anything that's over here.
I'm gonna go prepare it in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard.
I think he's just weak, bro.
All right, now that he's gone, we have to find a way to get him off the show. I can't do this
I have
anymore.
no clue how we're gonna do it, bro.
Like-
I've been thinking the same thing.
It's getting bad, dude.
And we're in his room too.
I know, like,
It
We could-
fucking stinks in here. It stinks like fucking diarrhea, dude.
you think he just puts his diapers under his bed?
His
Does he-
diapers.
Yeah. Does he know he's supposed to get rid of them?
I have no clue, bro. But he was about to crack that thing over the floor too. I bet there's so much like diarrhea soup on the floor.
Yeah, there's like brown stains all over the rug.
Like right there, bro.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey, buddy.
What did I miss?
Nothing. We were just excited.
We were just trying to
Okay.
like build up
So this is the
conversation.
one I put my hands on. You guys can grab the other two.
Can I have that one?
The one I put my
I
hands
don't want the
on?
big one.
Okay. Cody, you can have the big one.
I don't want to suck the big one.
Dude, I can't reach over.
Dude,
So-
it's like it's a
So
brick.
when I cut it,
it's a brick.
when I cut it, the
Oh
knife
my
didn't go
God.
through it. The knife like kind of like etched into it a little bit, and then it snapped off. So I think we should just go for it.
I might have to use the skibbity toilet after I eat this. How do we eat it? Just
eat it. Maybe bite it. I'm gonna try and bite it.
it's good. It tastes the same. It's just a different texture. It's almost like a marshmallow in the middle, kind of.
Yeah, it feels like a minty marshmallow.
If this was like cut up smaller, it'd be good on ice cream.
Yeah. It's good. It literally just tastes the exact same, but just not cold.
Yeah, you're right. It's literally like the exact same.
We got to get one of those meat, like those MRE things. You know those things that they give like the
you put like the water
yeah.
in it.
We should do that. That could probably be like a big portion of an episode.
A bunch of different MREs.
Let me see what they have.
I think they're expensive.
Yeah, I think they are. You could probably get one.
They're like $40, I think.
It just means meal ready to eat, right? Meal ready to
Mhm.
eat.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty good. If these were cut into like small little cubes, I would snack on these.
It reminds me of like a mint Kit Kat or something.
Yeah, these are expensive. Pancakes?
I wonder if are you looking on Amazon?
Yeah. Wait, is this pancake batter or pancakes?
What is
Oh,
it?
Probably
this is-
pancakes.
I heard somebody talking about it. Fettuccine Alfredo MRE.
Ooh,
You literally just put water in it.
I don't know if I want like
Has a
cheese.
25-year shelf life.
25 years.
Yeah.
You know what I don't understand? You know how you can eat tuna out of the little like packets?
Yeah.
How come they stay good for like 5 years?
It's got to be the way they're like sealed.
Yeah, because you don't have to. You could literally store it like in your basement and it's
Yeah.
fine, and it's tuna. I don't know. That's like weird.
How does honey stay good too?
Well, honey's from bees. It's not a fish.
Honey stays good, but you ever notice that honey gets like rock solid if it's not
Uh-huh.
stored right?
Yeah.
Honey is like crazy. It's such a weird like thing. I don't know what's crazy about that, but I don't like honey that much. I like it maybe in something to flavor it, but I don't like the taste of it like straight up. Like if like you know how people have like apples and honey or whatever.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't like
Honey
that.
and
Like
tea is good.
I drilled it on my pizza before with the pepperoni.
You're supposed to have like hot honey.
What's the difference? Is it like
Or like
spicy?
honey
Yeah.
garlic.
It was good though. It made it like it made it give it like a good sweet, but I don't like that like aftertaste that honey has. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to just like have a little bit.
Yeah.
It's good with if I have like yogurt with fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yogurt with fruit and granola is so good.
When I was sick, I had tea with honey like every day, and I really enjoyed it because I don't usually drink tea. I drink coffee, and I quit coffee for like a week, but
I really don't like honey. Wait, I meant to say tea. I'm sorry. I really don't like tea.
tea with a little bit of like I'll put almond milk in it. I can't drink tea by itself, but if you put almond milk in it with honey, it's not bad.
I just don't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying when the universal tea taste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I don't like. That's like I can have like Arizona because it doesn't taste like that.
It also has like
Yeah.
a
I was
shit
actually
ton of
I was
sugar.
having a conversation today with somebody at work, and I was at his register. I was buying an Arizona.
Who was it?
It was Evan, and I was like, I don't know how these things are still 99 cents. He was like, it's probably battery acid. I'm like, yeah, well, it tastes good, so. But
We need to do an Arizona tier list.
yeah, we got to get our
Right
hands on
now?
all of them though. There's a lot.
right now.
I haven't had all of them.
Yeah, I haven't like I'd never drink
We
it.
have to freshen up on those.
Remember that one I had that they like got rid of? It
Yeah,
was, like,
I
limited
wish
time.
I could try that one. I think my favorite Arizona is the fruit punch one though, the purple bottle.
That one's good.
I don't. I like. Is there like? There's a raspberry one, right?
Raspberry tea,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Raspberry iced tea.
I like that the best.
That's like the classic one. I like the peach iced tea and the raspberry iced tea. You ever have the lemon one?
yeah.
That one's good too.
I like the green tea, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say green tea. I don't like anything fruit punch. I don't really like.
I like. You ever have the pink kiwi strawberry?
Yeah.
Oh, the half and half Arizonas are really good.
What is he laughing at?
The kiwi strawberry, bro.
Why are you laughing?
Oh,
at it?
I know why he's laughing at it.
Why?
There was a kiwi strawberry incident.
It's multiple times.
Was it in multiple brands too?
Mm-hmm. Like Snapple and Arizona.
I bought 2 gallons of kiwi strawberry Arizona one time, and I drank one of the gallons, and then one of the other gallons I left in my room completely sealed, like it wasn't opened, for probably like 2 weeks, and then I opened it, and it had fermented. Like I opened it, and it like when you open a soda, it like fizzes,
Oh.
and it like smelled like rotten fruit. It happened to me with a Body Armor too. There was literally like a bubble, like it was like hard, like when you shake a soda bottle. And then I opened it. It was like, psh.
Dude, I left a Body Armor on my desk when I wasn't home for like a week. And I had drank from it too, so it was like already open.
Yeah. If you don't refrigerate a Body Armor after you open it, you can't leave it for like longer than like a day and a half.
Bro, when I went to drink it, I think there was like mold in it. It was
Oh,
gross.
Dude, my friends in high school, one of them peed in a bottle and buried it. And then they dug it up like years later and they smelled it.
Did you smell it,
No, I wasn't with them.
dude? Oh my god.
Like they found it years later and it was still there.
Where did they,
Why
like,
they smell
where-
it?
Did they say it smelled like rancid?
Yes. It was Matt and Seamus and this kid Tim.
Tim?
Yeah. We used to always go to his house and play
Wait,
basketball.
which one of them peed?
Tim.
How many years later? Did they just like randomly remember it?
I don't know. Like dude, we gotta get them on one day.
It's like a time capsule.
We
I,
should
don't know,
do
I would
this,
love
bro.
to have like I'd like to have Derek on probably the most.
Well, I'm sure he will
Yeah.
if we plan it.
I wish we had like a permanent room for setup. Like we're in a different room today. In here is nice. I'm not gonna always have these 2 chairs in here.
Why not?
Well, I'm getting rid of one. That's why I got that one. We could keep one of them. We could keep it in the house, but
I mean, my room has the same amount of seating.
yeah, we should probably just do it. We should keep it in your room. It's just when we have guests, I know you don't like having like a bunch of people in your room.
I don't really care.
I started driving for DoorDash since
I want to do it, but like, I don't know, dude. Like, is it worth it?
I averaged $21 an hour yesterday. And I used a quarter of a tank of gas in 2.5 hours. So it wasn't that bad.
It must
Um,
depend on the night
Yeah.
or the time.
Although I'm still learning how to like use it, and like sometimes I'll just see like really what happens is you're driving and your map is up, and then like something will pop up and you accept it or decline it. And I saw an order, it was for $14 that I would make off of it, so I accepted it because that would have been the highest paying one yet. But I couldn't see the breakdown because you get amount from tips and then the DoorDash base pay.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see the breakdown of it. I accepted it. It was a grocery order for 360 items.
How is it that much money then?
This person spent, we looked at the receipt, I think it was $590 on groceries. So I deliver it, blah, 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 blah. And I look after I deliver it to see the breakdown of the pay. I see base pay, $14, tip, 000. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That might have been my fault for not being able, like, not knowing where to see the tip beforehand. I could have just declined it. But come on now.
How do you expect someone to just bring over 350 items?
There was probably 35 bags of stuff.
I would not, if I was door dashing, I would not take any like shopping orders. But you said
Well,
you can't see it though.
I saw it was a shopping order, but I didn't go shopping. I went there and the people already had it there. They just had 2 carts full of bags.
Oh,
There, yeah,
'cause
like,
that's, like,
I
not-
know if you do like a Walgreens order, the person shops for you. But I'm also trying to accept everything right now because you have an acceptance rate, and if you have a higher acceptance rate, I think if it stays above a certain percentage, you are the person who gets offered the highest paying jobs.
yeah.
So that's why I was taking them, because then after that I was getting like offers that were like $7 for like a 10-minute total thing. So it's like, you know. But I'm still learning how to do it, but I'm making more than I do at my job. It's just, I know like at the end of the year I have to pay taxes for it. So it's gonna probably even out. But I don't know how much money it's gonna be in taxes.
I don't know how I feel about the tipping because I think DoorDash relies on their customers a little too much. Like I think DoorDash should pay their drivers a little better so that if you do get a bad tip, it's not the end of the world.
Well,
You know what I mean?
it's just like here's the thing, like it's a $600 order. And first of all, this person also had like rewards or something because on the receipt it said they saved $300. It's a 360 item delivery that I'm driving to another town to do also. It wasn't that far. It was to Durham. So it was only like 10 minutes, but I have to load all those bags into my car and then also load them out and put them at the person's door.
Yeah, shopping for groceries is like give the person a little tip for that because it's more.
You
labor
can't go
involved.
on a delivery service out of your laziness to not go grocery shopping, order $600 worth of stuff, and then go out of your way to hit other and then type in 000. You're a shitty person. And I could have given them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, they needed to get this big order and they stock up like once a year on groceries. But our mom asked afterwards about the address of the person's house just for fun, and she looked it up on Zillow. It's a $700,000 house, like all isolated down a road. Like,
Well, it's okay. So it's either maybe it's like
and I saw the guy too because he was watching me unload the bags. He didn't help.
I was gonna say it could be like a grouchy disabled person,
It looks like a grouchy old man, but
or it could be someone who's like, oh, thinks they're too good. Like,
that's what it came down to.
yeah,
He knew when he ordered it, somebody would accept it. You know, you can get away with tipping $0. It's just like somebody's gonna accept it.
but yeah, I think tipping at certain places is like stupid though. Like when you like go in somewhere.
No, when you go in somewhere like Starbucks and they ask you to tip, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to tip somebody when you're going up to the counter and like it's anytime they have an iPad. You have to. You ever notice that when they have the iPad register?
Yeah, and a lot of other countries don't like tipping because it makes it seem like you're like a servant almost, and you're
Yeah.
like getting thrown like change.
Well, like the whole like DoorDash thing is you work off of tips. Like if you're a waiter, like you have to you can't not tip the person because then they're like not even like yes they get paid for the hour, but like they make most of your money off of tips.
Yeah, but see, I think that's like stupid though. I feel like the business should pay them pay them a little more at least.
Like if I go to my breakdown here on DoorDash, it says for this week. So I did 2.5 hours yesterday. I made $53. My breakdown of it is DoorDash pay $29.25, customer tip $23.50 on 8 deliveries.
So half of your income is tips.
Right. And it should have been more because the person tipped 0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
You
if that
could have,
person
like 100 for that day.
if that person tipped 10%, I should have gotten $60. Think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still like when I order DoorDash, I still give a tip.
I give a tip. I give like whatever the rate is, like what it like recommends me.
Yeah.
Because that's like a percentage of it or something.
It tells you what percent. I think it's like 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually like $4. Like,
I tip really good at restaurants. The last time I went out to eat, me and Viv went out to Olive Garden. I think I tipped 27% or something.
yeah, that's fine too because most of the time the person's going out of their way to make
The
sure.
person is literally serving you. Like
Yeah.
that like watching it happen is like I want to tip this person good.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna make sure I have some extra money and like that's something that's like always been important to me. Like now that I've become like an adult and like sometimes I'll go out to eat without family, I'll make sure that the person gets a good tip because that's their job, you know?
yeah, and I also hate when people are like, they gotta earn their tip. Like,
No, if somebody's
who are
nice,
you to,
if
like,
somebody's
judge
nice
that?
and doing their job, that's all I need.
I hate it's usually like older people.
It's all
They're
about
like,
it's all about hospitality. I'm literally in a class with Cody. So my culinary class is literally it's called Culinary Arts and Hospitality. So we're taught how to be a good server and stuff and how to be a respectful person when you're like serving stuff
Yeah.
and making food and like we're always taught like even if somebody comes in the room to always like just greet them and stuff even if we're not like serving them for the day. If they're just coming in to say hi, like that's just the stuff we're taught.
just make sure your customers feel welcome and like they
Right.
want to come back to spend their money
Right.
because they could be spending their money anywhere else.
Exactly. Oh, we need that, Josh. That thing's kind of cool. It's $80.
That's so stupid. It's like a drill with an air.
Well,
pump.
it's a basketball pump that it tells you what the inflation level is.
Well, it's for tires too.
Well, I want to get one of the basketball ones that auto inflates it to that level because there's a regulation inflation level for basketballs like that the NBA has to have like a range between. Did you know that?
No, but I feel like it makes sense.
So there's pumps that you just put in the ball and it will take the air out or put the air in until it hits that exact level.
Probably because the pump is like calibrated, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's how usually like
Like amount of pressure or whatever.
yeah. Because
I think it's called PSI.
it is. I think. I put air in my tires today, and it has to go to a certain number.
Did you do it at like a gas
Well, no.
station?
Jimmy helped me
Oh.
because he has like the thing.
I don't think I have low tire pressure anymore. I get it in the cold though. I think everybody does.
Yeah, I do too, but I had it for like the past year, and I thought it would go away in the summer, but it just stayed. So I just put air in it.
I delivered to some guy who was wearing nothing but a bathrobe. Like nothing but a bathrobe.
How you know?
Well, I didn't see anything under. I could see like his chest poking out and he had his toes out and stuff.
Maybe he just had underwear on.
Well, I mean, I don't really care.
That's why ever since I got my bathrobe though, I love it.
I always wear my bathrobe.
But I don't go naked under it though,
I do. I go naked under the robe.
because it can open so easily.
No, I tie mine. I like double knot mine.
Yeah, I tie mine too, but like at the bottom, it's like flowy.
Yeah, it's like the risk you got to take.
No.
Bro likes the draft.
Cody, do you have a bathrobe?
No.
So you should get one. It's like
I just stay in my underwear all the time anyway.
yeah, that is true. You're always in your house just in your underwear.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Music.
Okay.
Okay. Can we talk about new music first?
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to the Kid Cudi album yet. I listened to
Neither
the
did I.
21 Savage album.
I don't like it.
I like it. Cody, did you listen to either?
I listened to the Kid Cudi album.
Okay,
I
so
like
it's-
the Kid Cudi album.
I didn't listen to it yet, but I listened to one song from it, and all I texted Cody was, I miss like Kids See Ghost Cudi.
It's like he's trying to be like Travis Scott. It seems like I didn't listen to it.
I don't know.
Yes,
He
that-
sounds.
I did notice that.
His voice is not very good on like trap beats.
His albums to me sound like he's trying to like get himself into like a movie. Like, it sounds
Well,
like
he
like a
is in a movie.
soundtrack.
He just had a movie.
Intergalactic or whatever.
Yeah, like
no,
why-
like he actually had a movie. Like he's in Trolls.
He is a troll. No, he just needs to do like the Man on the Moon sound,
yeah.
like the slower.
Even Indicud was good.
Yeah,
Why didn't you like the 21 Savage album?
it just feels like an album that if it came out in 2018, it would have fit still. Like he hasn't done anything different.
Yeah, but I kind of like that because I feel like we've moved away from that style. So it's like a nice, like, yeah, I know what you're saying. A lot of his albums feel the same, but I like the production on it. I think it was pretty good.
It's not like bad. It's just like it didn't do anything to make me want to ever listen to it more than once or twice. Like there's no
the
song.
song with oh my god,
The song with Travis Scott is pretty good.
what song was it? The song with was, damn it, I forgot her name.
Doja Cat.
No, was it Summer Walker?
Yeah, I don't like her either.
I like that song.
Her voice is like whiny. I don't know.
Though a song with Young Thug was good too, and the song with Lil Durk.
I didn't like the song with Young Thug either. It was just kind of boring.
I don't know. I don't think it was bad.
It wasn't like shitty, but it
I like
wasn't-
how he put out an album that's not 35 songs though. You know.
Yeah.
At least it was a 15-song album.
I agree with that.
I do know what you're saying about how.
Like if it was like 2018 and this album came out, it would not be like out of place.
I see what you're saying.
And then it's like 6 years later, and it's still like
yeah.
he's still making music like that.
But 21 Savage is like he's an artist I'm gonna put on and I'm just gonna like enjoy it in the car. Like
Yeah, it's mindless.
right.
Like, but his album, I Am Greater Than I Was.
that
was-
album's
It was actually good, and he kind of like did some different stuff on it.
yeah.
And
Did
I
you
don't
like
know,
Savage Mode too?
it's pretty good, but it's not. I just didn't think it was amazing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Even the Drake album, he didn't really.
I didn't like the Drake album that much. Are
Well,
you
he'll-
saying him on the Drake album?
Yeah, like her loss.
Yeah, I actually liked him on that album.
Yeah, but he was not really on it that much.
Is that his fault or Drake's fault?
Well, yeah.
I don't know, I
Um,
just had like the same sound for the past.
Yeah,
however many years
he's
you
never
said.
changed his sound. On every feature, on every song, he sounds the same.
It's like monotone now.
It's important for artists like for Cardi, for example. Every time they release a new album, they change up their look, they change up their like style. Like they make it's like it almost feels like eras.
Yeah,
Like it's like what Kanye did.
right.
Like I wish more artists.
Cardi
like,
is emulating that
I was
so
just gonna
like
say Cardi's a good example.
Ken
Yeah.
Carson did it too.
Yeah.
yeah, like you can't just release albums every few years and just think people are gonna be okay with it.
Right. Even Travis kind of has it because you have like the Days era and then you have the Rodeo era,
Yeah, he
you
changes
have
like
the Birds
his
era.
like Rodeo was more of like trap and like the Atlanta like trap sound.
Think about his evolution, and then you have the Silk or the Astro World,
yeah, Astro World was a little more like psychedelic kind of.
and now it's like it's almost like
Utopia is like more. It's a little like more minimalist.
God. I keep going back to Utopia all the time.
Yeah, it's good.
every time I go back to it, a different song on it becomes my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, that's how I felt kind of.
You know the song, dude. I'm so bad with names. I don't know why I am. Right now, my favorite song from that album is "Till Further Notice."
Yeah,
I really like that
one
song.
grew on, like I know what you mean when you listen to an album and like a song stands out.
Every time you go back to it, a different song stands out for me. Like at first it was My Eyes, then it was Telekinesis, and now I'm on Until Further Notice.
You have to wait until I think it's called Sirens when that grows on you. That song's crazy. Do you think Cardi's gonna drop this month?
No, absolutely not.
What the?
Do you, wait,
why
it's
not?
supposed to be what, Friday?
It's supposed to be the 26th.
Isn't Kanye also supposed to drop then?
I don't know, dude. I don't really care though.
Wasn't Kanye supposed to drop like 3 weeks ago?
Well,
yeah.
it has a new date on Apple Music. It's not. I don't think Kanye's just gonna drop now. Like I don't. First of all, I think my hot take is it's not even that hot for Kanye. I think this whole album's gonna get scrapped. Didn't that happen with what was it, Yandi?
Yes.
They said they wanted him to redo the album.
Who?
Like people on TikTok wanted Kanye to redo it.
Well, they're probably upset about like fucking the other guy being on it. Dude, why can't I get anybody's name right
Ty
now?
Dolla
Yeah.
Sign. The only thing that's good about Cardi is that he did release some music.
Yeah,
So it's like
he released a couple of songs. It's like at least we're getting something.
yeah, but like if he doesn't start teasing more soon, then this month's probably like
It's been what, maybe a week now since
I mean,
his last
he's been
teasers with like the
Posting on his story on Instagram.
Ice Spice reposts and stuff.
it's January 13th. He's supposed to drop the 26th apparently. So there's time for him to like get it going again, but he has to be careful because people are getting frustrated with just like the start and stop momentum.
Yeah, because he's think about how like think about how much he was edging us during the Whole Lotta Red era. It was bad, dude.
Yeah.
Leading up to it.
I don't know, I just hope this year is a little better.
But I think so far though, Kid Cudi and 21 Savage dropping. Like,
Yeah, but like
did you see in court they played
the Young Thug
the
song.
Young Thug song?
Yeah.
And all like the members on his like team were like just like head like bopping and
Yeah.
stuff. That's so fun. I can't believe they tried to use his song to make an example out of him. That's actually almost like it's like corny. Like come on.
in most places, like most states, I don't think they're allowed to use song lyrics to, like, what's the word? Is it acquit someone?
Yeah.
Like to charge someone? Because it's like art and expression. You shouldn't be allowed to use, like, if I made a song about like robbing a bank,
Right.
and then they wanted to like say I robbed a bank, they shouldn't be able to just use that as proof that I did it with no other proof.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. I think they might have more proof than that with him. I don't really know.
I think he's probably like fucked.
I know they used it with like YoungBoy. Like they didn't use any songs of his or anything.
I think that's why he was able to like get off how he did, because he was
Yeah.
kind of screwed. I think.
Yeah, I think he's
I
on.
forgot all that
house.
happened.
He's like the end of house arrest right now.
Yeah, he's been on house arrest for like 2 years. I don't know how he's like fine.
Did you guys? I want to.
Look at his house.
Would you guys both be down to listen if I give you guys a homework assignment for the week to listen to a podcast? It's probably 3 hours total. It's a 2-part episode.
What is it? What is it?
You know George Janko, right?
Oh yeah.
You know George Janko?
No.
He was like a member of like Logan Paul's podcast, but he kind of broke off and has his own now. But he's a like big Christian, and he had Andrew Tate on it. And I just, it's not he's such an interesting human being. It's really worth a listen. It's part 1 and 2. I don't necessarily agree with some of the stuff he says, but like some of the stuff he says is so out there, but almost sane at the same time. It's like crazy. I really, really want to talk about it, but I
I'll
want you
try.
guys to listen to it too.
I can try.
I'm telling you, you might not like him, but he's a really interesting human being, whether it's be in a good way or a bad way. I know, Cody, you'll listen to it, right?
Wasn't he in trouble for like trafficking people?
He talked about it on there. It all got
Like disproved.
disproved.
Oh.
I'm also not an Andrew Tate fan. I'm not trying to stick up for him, but it did get proof that it wasn't real. He also talked about why they tried to get him and what they tried to get him on, and it was literally because I don't even know. I think he like tried to get somebody on TikTok to like take his class or something, and they like accused him of human trafficking. My story's not straight. He talked about it on the podcast. I forgot, but
I just hate when people are like him, for example. Okay, like, yes, I understand like wanting to better yourself and like be the best version of yourself, but I feel like he does it at the expense of other people, like putting other people down and like acting like.
well, it gave me a little bit of a different outlook on him. Again, I'm not giving support for him, but I'm also not saying he's as bad as everybody thinks he is, because I don't know. I was a little shocked as to his mindset, because you see like the TikTok clips and stuff, but he explains everything on this podcast, and George actually gives him some tough questions, and he answers them pretty well. So I don't know. I feel like if you guys could listen to that, we could talk about that for a decently long time next week. Even if I give you guys 2 weeks, because we'll probably have a guest on next week, no matter who it is. I think it would be fun to talk about.
All right.
Just while you're at work, just listen to it. Just listen to it for one work shift. It's really interesting. I'll send you both the link, but
I want to watch Uncut Gems, but I don't really think we can watch it on the podcast because we need sound.
well, we could cut, or we could watch it and then review it. But I don't know.
I watched it again last night. It's so good.
I don't.
I'll watch it for a 3rd time. It's that good.
Okay. What happened in this Houston defense, Josh?
TCU is pulling away.
TCU's not ranked. That's interesting.
Have you seen Uncut Gems, Cody?
No,
It's Adam
Have
Sandler.
you heard of
right?
it?
no, I haven't.
You
Did
haven't
you
heard of
guys?
it? It's a good movie. It's Adam Sandler is in it, but he's not.
He's a serious character, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that movie Saltburn?
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it. Everybody's.
What is it?
It's like a world where everybody's like bisexual or something. It's like, I don't know. All I heard about it is there's a scene where some guy comes in a bathtub and then there's some other guy starts like licking it up. That's all I heard about it.
And you want
Why?
to watch it?
No, because I listened to a podcast today and people were talking about it and they were saying like,
Why does that need to happen in a movie?
you know Barry Keoghan. He played the Joker in the new Batman
Yeah, I
movies
know.
at the end. He was also in Eternals. They said his role is like Grammy winning, like he should win or like an Oscar. Wait, which one's the movies? It's Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said he had a really good role. Like they said, like the movie was really like interesting.
Probably, but
It's
why,
one of
like-
those. It's one of those like Netflix movies that comes out and like everybody talks about it, like Bird Box.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to like watch it, like because people will say it had a really good ending, but there's some of the stuff was like ridiculous in it. So I kind of want to watch it just for that.
Uncut Gems ending.
God damn.
Was that your? Did you fart, Cody?
Oh yeah,
We have to watch Uncut Gems.
Wait, was that?
dude, I didn't even feel it until it came out.
I thought that was your body like cracking.
No, that was a fart.
Oh, okay.
Uncut Gems is like the entire movie is like. Okay, I'm gonna say this and you're gonna not want to watch it, but the entire movie almost is like an anxiety attack. But
yeah,
like
for the watcher or for the like.
everything.
Okay.
But like it doesn't give me anxiety. It almost makes my anxiety go away because I know like only stuff I can put it all into the movie, if that makes sense. So like I can almost like take my anxiety and like I don't know how to explain it, like channel it into the characters in the movie because they're already going through so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it, but we have to watch it.
What if we just watch it during the week and then review it?
I want to like see you guys.
Well, we could also watch it together and then just.
Like I want to watch you guys watch it.
Okay, well, one of the weeks we could watch it and then we'll just start the episode.
Kevin Garnett is in it.
Or what we could do is we could do our snack time, our music review, and then like have the episode where say we're gonna watch the whole movie, and then we'll come back and review it. Okay, that can be
All right, let's watch it.
right now.
No, I don't care.
You want to do it with Nick?
If he wants to watch it.
Okay. He's gonna want to watch Star Wars. I don't know how we're gonna fit those in though. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. That might have to be a summer thing because the what I'm gonna start next week, I'm not gonna have a lot of free time.
What?
My routine. I've been slowly like starting this routine, but I'm gonna be hitting the court every morning at 4 a.m. to play basketball, and then the gym later on at night, and then fitting in school and work, and also having balance to make sure I can do everything else I need to do. So we're not gonna have time to record the podcast during the week. And I don't want the Star Wars episodes to replace our regular episodes, so
Are you not going to the gym anymore?
I don't know because I really don't want to go that late because I want to be able to wake up early. But I'm also going to be doing different workouts than you.
All right.
For the basketball season at least, because I want to start doing plyometric workouts.
Yeah, I don't really mind. I just need to know so I can like plan when to go. Because I was started going again, and then I felt like I was getting sick again, so I didn't go. But
And I'm also going to do like my runs and stuff, and that takes like 30 minutes, and I know you don't want to do
yeah,
those.
dude,
so
I tried it, but it makes the gym like too miserable for me.
it just gives me like a natural high
Nah,
when I'm doing it.
I know the runner's high, but like
I never thought I'd be able to get it.
it just
but-
like it pisses me off. It doesn't make me like I don't know.
well, it makes me feel good like once I'm done, but
I'd rather just do like steady state cardio instead of because then my fucking legs hurt for 3 days after.
yeah, my legs are always in pain, but I kind of just, I went and played basketball today before work. I didn't play too bad. I only got 2 games in though because there
Did you
was like
score?
so I played 2 games total because there was like 30 people there, so we were all rotating next.
Who's on your team?
It was me, Kenny, some other like Indian kid, and Caleb.
That team is terrible.
We lost 11-5, but I had a nice Kenny hit me on a cut. I had a nice layup, and then I also had a nice floater on that game. But Kenny had 3 points. I had 2.
What squad is that?
Yeah, we kind of just picked up who wanted to get in, not a team to win. But yeah, we only played 2 games because there was one team that won they were on the entire time. So they were good.
They shouldn't have been playing full court.
We all agreed to it, so it's fine. But there was so many kids there.
You played full court with 4s?
Yeah, at the west side.
Oh.
So it actually is nice. Full court forest there is nice.
Is the east side open yet?
Monday.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm gonna go back in the morning. So
gonna be
because I know
fun.
it's gonna be packed,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna be packed at 5 a.m.
Is Seth going to go with you?
Most days, yeah, I think so.
You haven't gone with him in a while, have you?
I went with him on Friday. We went to Meriden actually.
Yesterday?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
we went to Meriden. Yeah, the Meriden Y.
How was the Meriden Y?
It's actually really nice there. The court's nice.
Was there people, though?
There was one guy when we first got there, and then as we were leaving, an entire AAU team came into practice. But like the court's nice there. It's one of those courts. It has a balcony that overhangs to watch. You can go upstairs and watch over the balcony. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't ever see those courts?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, so is the court bigger then? Like than the east side?
Well, no, it's still a full court, but it has like you know how like once the court ends on the east side, there's a wall.
Yeah.
There's no wall because there's the thing above, so that it goes back a little bit. So if you wanted to do like stationary like dribbling and stuff while the game's going on, you could. It also has, so it has like the two main hoops, but if you put the divider down, you can go. So say you have the court going this way. If you put the divider down, you could go this way because there's hoops on this side. So you could play like full court games, almost like. It's like mini full court games, kind of. It's hard to explain. You'd have to see it. There's 6 total hoops in the gym. It's really hard to explain unless you saw it. But
Dude, that coach's hair is crazy.
oh my god, who is that? TCU's head coach?
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
The Horned Frogs coach.
This game's pretty good, actually.
Cody.
Is he here yet?
No, he said he's coming soon.
Oh.
All right, so the album for the week was House of Balloons by The Weeknd.
Yep.
So I don't have much to say about this album. I did listen to it. I promise. I don't have much
Look
to
at me
say
like
about it.
that. I
No,
got
not
the
you,
same
but
thing.
because he said I don't have much to say.
I got the same thing.
What the fuck?
I really
I thought
don't-
it was a good album.
It was a good album, yes. I agree. I just don't have much to say about it. Like I don't really like holy fuck, Josh, what the hell?
I got the write up.
All right, well, you can share your write-up. I'm gonna immediately start and say that my favorite song was the first half of House of Balloons.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
a good pick. I don't pick it. but
I
it's a
also
good pick.
liked, I think,
Wait a minute. Have you ever both of you listened to this before?
No,
I think I did
haven't.
a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Coming Down.
Coming Down's my favorite.
Yeah, I liked that one. Wait, I'm gonna listen to it. I gotta
That's my favorite.
see when I'm listening to it at work. I'm listening to the songs and the lyrics and stuff, but I'm not looking at the track titles.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Keep talking.
Do you both feel like this is a lot different than current Weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
This era of the Weekend, like, because there's the 2 other mixtapes after this,
Yeah.
and then he had Kissland, but like this era, well, Kissland might be my favorite, but like this era of the Weekend was like the most mysterious because no one really. Okay, so did you know that when this first came out, the Weeknd's identity was anonymous?
So he dropped it as who?
The Weeknd. He dropped it as the Weeknd, but no
Oh,
one.
but
knew
nobody knew who he was, like, able
Right.
Tesfaye or whatever.
No one knew who he was or what he looked like. Some people thought the Weeknd was like a group.
Wait, how do you say his last name? Is it Tesfaye?
Yeah,
Sa-
Tesfaye, I think. But I don't know when he exactly like came out as like the Weeknd,
Yeah.
but just like the aura of him was pretty cool back then.
Actually, knowing the sound of that though, that sounds kind of cool. Like it's like mysterious and like
Yeah,
it's almost like dreamy in a way.
yeah. Also another Uncut Gems thing. The Weeknd's in Uncut Gems for like 5 minutes, and he performs like at a club in it, and he's like
Oh, that's kind of cool.
he does something with one of the characters, and it like affects the story.
Oh.
And he performed one of the songs, "The Morning." That's in the movie.
Yeah.
I like The Morning.
I can go over each song real quick. I don't know if you guys remember like what they sound like.
I remember like the first 2, the last 2, and like some of the middle.
I'll
Some
try to
it's a little
refresh.
like yeah, but House of Balloons, the first half is my favorite off the album.
Yeah,
And I would say it probably is the most different sounding, in my opinion, off the album. It's the most like upbeat, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like- it's kind of it. If it came out today, it probably would fit.
it almost seems like it's like creepy because it's like the lyrics and
A
stuff.
lot
like,
a lot of these songs are creepy, and I think even the next Weekend mixtape Thursday is like creepier. But
you know what? Like, I don't know. I want to explain this. Like the aesthetic it gives me. It's like
I have a perfect visual in my head. I don't know if you like.
I do too. It's like. Fuck, I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
for the whole era of the Weekend, though, not just like this album.
Well, I have like a vision for the aesthetic, but I can't explain it in any other way than saying, you ever watch like a TV show and like the entire filter is like like really like a dark green or like a gray.
Yes.
And the
It's-
entire TV show, like the person lives in like an apartment, and there's like the house is like dirty and stuff, and there's like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you
It's like-
understand?
Yes.
You
It's almost
understand,
like
Cody?
Yeah.
like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Did you watch the Joker, the movie?
I didn't, but
Like the apartment he lives in looks like that.
I can imagine this being like a New York apartment. Like it's dark outside, and it's like,
Well, he lived in Toronto.
But I'm saying for this, like the aesthetic of this album, like it's really dark outside, and like the apartment has like really like yellow lights.
Yeah.
But there's only like one
There's
on.
like the front steps
Yeah.
and like the inside. Like
There's like the right next to the front door. There's an alley too.
yeah, like
You have to go into the alley to take your trash out. I can imagine like, I don't know. I got like a perfect aesthetic in my head.
Like that
It's
one
like
SpongeBob
it's
episode.
like a really
Yeah.
uncomfortable, like unpleasing one. It's like,
it's supposed to be.
yeah.
That's why. Okay, it's called House of Balloons because the house that The Weeknd lived in, like his childhood house, according to Genius, I think, he would have his friends over and he would have girls over for parties, and they would try to like jazz it up by blowing up balloons in the house.
You ever see like vintage like pictures of like serial killers, but it's like them in like really like weird spots.
Yeah.
It like reminds me of something
Well,
like that.
Have you seen the House of Balloons cover?
Yeah, the album cover. It's like somebody like something in a bathtub, or like
What's a girl?
she's like really like I don't know.
The House of Balloons cover pretty much describe like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is literally like his house. It looks like
Mm-hmm. That's like perfect.
and like so basically like just imagine like that's where all the songs like took place.
Yeah. Is he dropping soon? I think he posted something, right?
Yeah,
About
but
it.
think about what he is now.
Yeah.
Like how he's like a huge pop star, one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah.
But then there's this that he made that a lot of people don't even know exists or what it sounds like. And they don't know about the lyrics too, because some of the lyrics are really like
and then Trilogy is just the three put together, right?
yeah.
Is there extra stuff on it?
Each mixtape had one extra song. So I reviewed all 10. There originally was 9,
Okay.
but Trilogy has 10 on each.
Okay. I see. I got it.
But do you want me to just go through the songs?
Yeah.
The intro high for this is like the intro to The Weeknd's character also.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a very like low-key and atmospheric song.
Yeah. I have something to talk about. Please remind me after. Just tell me I had something to talk about and I'll remember it.
Okay.
But
Basically it's the intro to The Weeknd, and it's basically also the Weeknd character like telling the girl he's with. And
what is the Weeknd character anyways? Or at this point, what is it? It's like, because obviously he's had the evolution where at this point he died in the last album, and you can see it in his music videos, right? There's like
Yeah.
a whole story. Have you ever seen those? His more recent music videos and his albums are a whole story. Like After Hours and then Dawn FM,
Dude,
it's a whole
After-
story.
After Hours era was so good.
Did you listen to what have you listened to from The Weeknd? Not much.
Not much. I think the only thing I listened to was Beautiful and All the Madness or whatever.
Bro's
What's it
sleeping.
called?
Beauty Behind the
Yeah.
Madness. You haven't listened to any other Weeknd albums?
I don't think so.
He's missing out. I actually
Let me see.
I've never listened to the earlier stuff, or if I have, it's been a long time ago. But I listen to newer Weeknd a lot. Like Dawn FM, I actually like a lot. But and After Hours too.
I like Dawn FM, but this older stuff resonates.
It's so different.
Yeah, but
I
I
want to talk about somebody being able to like change and stuff.
Yeah, he changes every time too. Did you know that the next album is the last Weeknd album?
But last week, well, you told me that before. He's just done after that.
I think he's gonna release music, but under a different, like he might release it like under his name, or maybe he'll make a new character. But like under The Weeknd, apparently he's done.
Well, because isn't this going to be like the Afterlife album?
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
like that's the end of the story of The Weeknd.
that's so cool that he's like.
I could really sit here and like break down each album, because Kissland was like his first time.
Can you go in order? Right now, just well, hold
I
on.
can try.
Hold on. Let's
do it like
let's
a
do
simple
the
summary of
let's do
each.
the album
I'm a-
first.
I'm a-
Let's finish the album
I'm a
first.
huge Weeknd like dick rider, so
Well, no, because this is actually interesting to me because I know the later story of like After Hours and stuff,
All
and
right.
like
All right, House of Balloons, high for this. It's just like he's talking about all the stuff he's gonna do like in the house. The girl that he's with is gonna want to like take drugs and be high because
yeah, that's also another like that fits the aesthetic of like it's uncomfortable. I feel like it's like him
Yeah.
like
but like he's not doing it. He's not saying like you want to be high for this and like he's not saying it in like a predatory way.
that's what it kind of seemed to
Yeah,
me.
that's
Really?
what I was thinking.
I didn't
almost like it almost sometimes seems like it's like a I don't want to use the wrong word here, but like in a taking advantage of.
Oh, don't
Why?
worry. When we get to the other two mixtapes, you'll see.
Like obviously, I don't think
The Weeknd character is a scumbag.
I don't. Yeah, obviously, I don't think Abel's like that. But like
No,
the
no.
actual the weekend, like it. I'm gonna use the word.
because he's not The Weeknd. He's Abel. So
Right, I'm gonna use the word, because I don't. But some of like the vibe I got from the songs sounded really creepy and almost like rapey. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know
there's-
if you can like.
there's definitely songs. If we do the other two albums, the other two mixtapes, there's songs coming up that I'll be like, yeah,
Like House of Balloons, the first half of it sounds so creepy to me, where it's almost like he's like trying to like gaslight somebody, or like.
dude. Just wait until the next mixtape.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
'cause
listen
you're
to it
right.
also not at work. I'm gonna this next album. I know I said that for this one too. I'm gonna actually sit down and listen to it. I will.
So yeah, maybe you think it's like, maybe he is
It
creepy.
just sounds so almost like dystopian, like
yeah.
but almost like just his life is.
What You Need is another one of my favorite songs. The second song. It basically seems like a song that he's telling the girl like. I think the lyrics are like, he's what you want, but I'm what you need.
Mm-hmm.
But it doubles as a metaphor for drugs as well.
Right.
So like
I feel like the Weeknd does that a lot.
yeah, like he's talking. The Weeknd is talking about him, like he's comparing himself to drugs,
Yeah.
basically.
Right. So he's being really like full of himself.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's another really good like moody atmospheric song, and then it goes into House of Balloons, which is like, or a House of Balloons / Glass Table Girls.
It's pretty much two songs, right?
Yeah, it is. This is a song that basically like captures the mood of like the party they're having.
Why is it not split into two songs? Is there a reason? Do you think?
Because they go together. Like
Okay.
the first half is like, I don't know. Did I write? I didn't write what the halves are, but it's
Even just the
basically, like,
lyrics of the first half is like when he's saying like
I like the hook on it where he says, "If it hurts to breathe, open a window."
yeah, and he's like when he's saying like this is a happy house, we're a happy house.
Yeah, they're all partying on drugs. Like,
and he's like, oh, this is fun.
yeah, it's everyone just having a good time.
But
and
it's
then,
like it's like creepy. It's really
well, the
it's,
second
it's,
half is creepy.
no,
'Cause
the
he's
first
like,
half of it is creepy too, though. It's almost like something's off. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, it's like that thing of like a horror movie where they play like
Yeah.
like Good Day Sunshine or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like this song should not be there. Like why is it there? Like when I heard it, I was like something's off because the rest of the album doesn't sound like this. Do you understand what I'm saying too?
Yeah,
it
like
sounds-
the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
And then
it was off.
yeah, and then to me the second half seems like, I don't know if this is right, but what I took it as is like he's just high and he's just like, he has like that God complex and he's just like
Mm-hmm.
talking shit. Like
Yeah.
he's just like, I don't know.
It's like
talk-
after like the prime of the party. It's
Yeah, like he's just like, maybe there's like a girl next to him. He's just like,
uh-huh.
you know, the morning is obviously like the day after the party.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the girl that he's with, or the girls, whatever. There is a main girl that Thursday, the next mixtape, is about. So she hasn't been like formally introduced yet, but the girl that he's with leaves in the morning, and basically it's just him reflecting on the party and like the lifestyle he's
Mhm.
leading. Like I
It's a
said
very like
before,
down bad lifestyle too.
yeah, it's not a good lifestyle. Like when it's happening, he thinks it's good, but
Right.
everything else is bad. I like the morning though. It's like I like the guitar in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I like, it kind of feels like the song feels like sunny and like
I know what you're saying.
not upbeat, but like it's a little more upbeat than the other few so far.
Right.
This is like besides The next song, Wicked Games, or Wicked Game, actually, I don't know. Is it Games or Game? I wrote it wrong.
The Wicked Games.
Okay, Games. The Morning and Wicked Games are like the two most popular songs from this, and they were on the radio.
Really?
Yeah.
I really thought it would be House of Balloons.
No,
I think it's probably because of the second part or something.
Yeah, they don't do songs a lot like that on the
Because wasn't it like bass heavy, like the second part?
yeah, the second part is that song's really like ahead of its time, I think.
Yeah.
This
is so interesting to me.
Yeah, okay, so in Wicked Games, he's singing about a romantic interest.
Yeah.
And basically what this song is about is him pursuing a romantic interest that he knows isn't good for him. So like a stripper, for example, he knows nothing good's going to come out of it. He knows it's not going to go anywhere, but he still pursues it because he needs like the ego boost of
Right.
having someone want him too.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god. You just also gave me another really good idea for an episode.
all right.
With strippers?
Yeah.
No, the stripper thing gave me an idea because it made me think of something. Did you guys ever see the TV show Baggage
Yeah.
with Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
We should watch an episode of that on the podcast on silent and just
Okay.
talk about like the people's baggage
Okay.
because that show is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Well, we could like even just like for like half. It's like 20 minutes. So
All right. The next song, The Party and the After Party, is another song about him kind of like manipulating a girl. In the song, he talks about giving her like anything she wants at that time. So it could be like sex or drugs or whatever.
yeah,
And then that's like the first part, like the party. Then the after party is kind of like him.
he reminds me in this album of like the 20-year-old who still like hangs around high schools.
Yeah. Yeah. Like just like a scumbag.
Yeah.
And the after party part is just him again, like reflecting on like the life he's living,
Yeah.
I guess. Coming Down after that is my favorite song. This song's pretty creepy. The instrumental is very like, I don't know why, but this song always reminds me of like SpongeBob, the sounds in the instrumental. I don't know why.
SpongeBob.
It's like
Hold on,
the
let me-
sounds in the instrumental are like, they sound like a transition from SpongeBob, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the little like guitar part.
when it's like
Yeah.
like that. I know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
And again, another song about his dynamic with women. He's saying that he only wants girls. He wants a specific girl, like that's not a stripper, a girl that might actually be good for him.
Yeah.
He feels like he wants that on the come down from the partying and the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Loft Music is kind of like the happiest song on the album, I felt.
Yeah. What's it about?
It's about him literally taking someone to his loft and having a good time. And if you notice, the second half of Loft Music is very like drawn out, and the outro is very long, and it's him just kind of singing. Like he's not really singing a lot of specific lyrics. He's kind of just like using his voice.
Yeah.
So I took that as like the second half of the song is when he's high and he's just like floating and like,
Well, if he took someone to his loft, I'm assuming it's him trying to like maybe draw out the time too. Maybe.
yeah. So did you listen to the ones with 10 songs or only 9?
I listened to which one was
I
on
did the
Apple
one
Music?
with 9 because that was the name of the album.
All right.
The one I listened to at 9.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
I just listened whenever it was on.
Yeah,
Apple
that's
Music.
the original House of Balloons, The Knowing. This song is different because he kind of gets a taste of his own medicine in this song because he's, I guess, hooking up with a girl who also has been doing what he's been doing, so like sleeping around and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why he says in the song, "I know everything," like that she's done. I wrote a lyric that really like, it's a lyric that like I would not expect The Weeknd to say these days, but it's just like it really like embodies his character. He said, I don't even want to. It's like cringy to read it. He said,
I'll read it.
it gives me like you like embarrassed to read it.
I'll read it. I don't give a fuck.
That one. I'll read the one after it.
He said, "I know what you did, so I'ma let you taste her. I ain't washing my sins."
What do you interpret from that?
Hold on, I know what you did, so I'm gonna let you taste her. I'm not washing my sins.
Let me know if you need me to spell it out.
Hold on,
for you.
I know what you did. So he's talking about the girl, right? Right there.
He's talking to the girl. Like I know.
He's talking to the girl. I know
Yes.
what you did. He's saying he know what she did in the past. So I'm gonna let you taste her. You see, I'm gonna let you taste her. Is he talking about like his own penis?
That's what I took it from, because he's been
Well,
sleeping
okay,
around too.
So he's saying because his penis has been in other girls, like he's
yeah, he's like
he's saying like,
he's like
she can taste like past girls on his penis.
yeah,
That's what I got from it.
yes,
And he said I'm not washing my sins, meaning he's owning it.
yeah. He's basically
Yes,
saying
okay.
like, listen, I know what you did, so here, like,
Okay.
you can deal with what I
Take
did.
it.
Deal with
Take
what I did too.
No,
Isn't that kind of like he's
it's
just,
so like dirty, but it's
Yeah,
like it's
but it's
good. It's good storytelling.
And then he says you probably thought you'd break my heart. You probably thought you'd make me cry. So like he's basically saying to the girl like, you thought you got one over on me, but I really
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Right.
And then the last song, 28, which it's just a bonus track. It's just like it's like a piano led song. It's just about him like becoming famous and stuff. But
So when he dropped this, he didn't really have any like he kind of just dropped it. Like how did he even get it out there? Like
there used to be mixtape sites that aren't really around anymore because Apple Music wasn't a thing.
so he just put it on like mixtape sites and it kind of just grew popular.
Yeah, like the Toronto scene, like it got picked up by like Drake and stuff, like because he's from Toronto too.
That's actually crazy. Like imagine if nobody ever did like this could just be floating around like on like a
Yeah,
1,000 listens per month Apple Music page.
doesn't it make you think like what could be out there that we like no one has
Yeah.
really ever found?
That's how I felt with some artists like early on.
Yeah.
Like I knew about some artists like way before they got.
Well, I knew about like I don't know how old was I back then? 2011. I was like 13.
Damn, like 30.
I was like 13, so I like listened to this when it came out. I didn't really understand it at the time.
Yeah.
But now that I'm elderly, I can really sit with it, and it's a classic for a reason, I think.
So this whole album's about a party,
Well,
kind of.
it's centered around
The first like the first part of it is around
Yeah,
a
it's
party.
the
But
centerpiece.
it's more about a party, but it's
yeah,
the party is used as like a vessel for what is happening.
yes, you're right. And then the next album is going to be really fun to talk about. Thursday.
That's the album for this week, right?
It's Thursday by the Weekend. Yes,
Okay.
Another 9-song album. It's about more of a girl and him. And in my opinion, it's the darkest and the most depressing. So,
Okay. This one wasn't depressing. It was just something felt off about it.
well, he goes full on like narcissistic scumbag in the next one.
So do you think he's gonna like make a whole new character?
I don't know.
It's so crazy though because think about like nobody refers him as Abel, not unless you're like a hardcore fan.
Yeah.
People will call him that, but like
I
for
hope he
him,
doesn't quit music though.
no, but for him to like go under a different name would be so cool. Like, cause even like he did the Super Bowl halftime show as The Weeknd, so for him to just retire it and then go under a different name would be so cool.
A lot of people don't do that.
Mac Miller had other names, but he didn't ever like
No,
retire.
they were just alter egos.
Right. Who has done that? I don't know anybody that's done that. I'm
Someone
sure
that's
there's-
completely changed, like retired a character and changed. I know people who have changed their names because they don't like their name, but not because
yeah, like 2 Chainz.
yeah, Titty Boy.
Should have kept that. That's a good name.
You know, Kendrick Lamar's name used to be K. Dot.
It actually was that.
Yeah,
It
like, but
wasn't
like
just like a
when he was he was not known at all.
oh, because I know that's like a nickname, but I didn't know that was why.
I'm trying to think of who else changed it. I don't know. Do you want me to go over the Weekend albums real quick, or do you want to talk about? You said you had something to talk about.
Yes. Well, we can go over it. I'll talk about it after.
Okay, so I have to pull up his albums in order, but there's obviously the 3 mixtapes. House of Balloons, Thursday, and Echoes of Silence. Echoes of Silence is my personal favorite, but it's probably not the most popular. I think House of Balloons is the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 3 mixtapes are just about like his life in Toronto, his rise to fame, his partying, his drug use, all that. Kissland is about him like going out of his hometown for the first time.
Yeah.
So like it's I think it's like supposed to be based on Japan or somewhere in Asia. That's why Kissland is kind of like not like I wouldn't say Kissland is like horror themed, but there's a lot of like screams on Kissland.
Who was producing these albums earlier?
He had a producer called Ilangelo, I think.
He's not around. Is he around anymore?
I don't know if he does. He doesn't do really a lot of songs with him anymore.
No, I know what you're saying. I think even on the song Kissland, it starts with a scream, right?
Kissland is like almost could have been like a fourth part of the trilogy.
Like the end, just like the ending of it, the wrap up of it, almost.
Yeah, like but Kissland's his first. Apparently, like he was extremely depressed during Kissland, and like
the character or the actual.
No, he actually was because like he was like out in the world by himself for the first time, like adjusting to fame and stuff.
Actually getting famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you like a lot of the Kissland aesthetics, I really like them, but if you watch like the music videos and stuff, there's like he has like lesbians in it and stuff, and like a lot of weird like imagery that you wouldn't normally see someone getting famous use.
Right, but he was doing it for the character, right? Just like a movie would.
Yeah, but like he was definitely like tapped into some dark parts of his mind, in my opinion.
Even though just like yes, he's playing the character, but even just the actual person was okay.
Beauty Behind the Madness is really like when he became a pop star, and I think the title, like Beauty Behind the Madness, like he started to like accept what fame was, and he started to appreciate it. So like I don't really like Beauty Behind the Madness because it's a little too poppy for me.
Yeah.
But that's him like really like rising to fame.
This makes sense to me too because then there's
Starboy is him, like.
Did you pass up on My Dear Melancholy?
Not yet.
Okay. Is that after?
It's after Starboy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was fifth.
And then Starboy is just like his life as a star. Like
right.
It's just him having fun. The song like it's more of a fun album. He has like rappers on it. Like
right. Now that you're explaining it in order, like it just makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Like knowing the titles and stuff, just like
My Dear Melancholy, I don't know if it's like that connected. It's more of like a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of went through some personal stuff. Like I think he broke up with Selena Gomez then.
I forgot they did it.
And he kind of like I think he maybe got a little more like sad.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of just like used it as an outlet for that.
Did you see that guy's free throw form, Josh?
Yeah.
That was whew. That is disgusting.
And then there's the new trilogy he's been making, After Hours, where so basically in After Hours, like his character, The Weeknd, dies at the end.
Right. It's in Los Angeles. Is that? Yeah. Okay.
After Hours reminds me of Kissland a lot. So instead of being in like Tokyo or wherever he was in LA. And like I guess to draw a parallel to Kissland, he didn't like get out of it in time and he just got like consumed by the life there.
Yeah.
I don't really know how his character died.
Weren't people like chasing him? And like I know in the music video.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't watched that in a while. But the last song is Until I Bleed Out. So he just like that song is him like dying basically.
And then Dawn FM is just him like
it's
like the last moments of his life. Right?
Yeah,
him,
it's
like
like
ascending to heaven and stuff.
Dawn FM is like him in purgatory, which is like the moments between. It's like when you die but you haven't gone to heaven or hell yet.
Right, just like when people say they have like a near-death experience, like
yeah, and that's why
that,
it's like
that, like those are like feelings of like bliss almost. Like it's a very like dreamy album.
I think Jim Carrey is supposed to be like, I don't know if he's supposed to be God in that album, but I think Jim Carrey is supposed to be like a higher power talking in that
or like
album.
An angel or something. He's like narrating what your death is gonna be.
That's why it's presented as like a radio station because it's like he's like in and out of consciousness, like hearing people talk, kind of.
Right.
And then I don't know if his last album is supposed to be called Heaven or Hell. I forgot what they teased. But his last album is supposed to be The Afterlife, basically.
I wonder how it's gonna sound. I wonder if it's gonna be like a really like poppy album.
I think it's gonna be even more future because Dawn FM's kind of like synth pop, like futuristic. Kinda.
Yeah.
I think the Afterlife album is gonna be, even more of that.
That'd be nice. I like Dawn FM a lot. Some of the feature Tyler, actually specifically Tyler, ruined.
I really don't like that song.
I like that song. Just Tyler ruined his part of it. So it's like,
yeah. I don't know. Anyone who likes The Weeknd.
I feel like The Weeknd should just go out, no features though. Last album, just him by himself.
he probably. I don't think he will, but I agree.
Yeah, it should be coming soon, within the next probably year.
This year for sure. He's due for it.
Yeah,
He drops usually every
2, 3. Is it 3? I think it's.
He's releasing music every almost 2 years. My Dear Melancholy was 2018. After Hours was
that wasn't My Dear Melancholy wasn't an album though, was it?
no,
It was just
but Starboy was 2016, then 2018, then 2020, then 2022. So, isn't that crazy? Dawn FM came out in 2022
yeah,
because now it's 2024.
yeah.
New album will come out. I'm excited for it. I hope anyone likes The Weeknd because I just rambled about him for
A long
40
time.
minutes. Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you
That
weren't
was
rambling.
40 minutes.
For
Did
an
Cody
hour and
say?
20
Did Cody say more than 10 words in the past half hour?
No. He was just listening though. Cody likes to take in information.
I thought you said he likes to take it in.
Oh yeah, like information. Yeah, like
Oh.
you said.
What'd you say your favorite song was? Do you remember?
I
The
said like
House
the
of Balloons?
beginning of House of Balloons or the song right after it.
The Morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so next week is going to be Thursday by The Weeknd. I won't talk about him as much because I already got the summary out of the way this week.
Yeah, we'll do an album review next week.
Yeah. That'll be fun to talk about, though, because Thursday is very...
I wonder if we should just do every album. I know it's gonna take a little while, but why not? If Cody hasn't heard them,
I mean,
I mean, it's our podcast. Ultimately, if we want to do that,
depending on the day, The Weeknd is like my favorite artist, so I'm fine with that.
if Cody hasn't heard them, I'm so down to re-listen to After Hours and Dawn. Did they just hit a buzzer beater?
I don't really know what happened.
Wait, what the hell? What just happened?
I just looked and the score was up.
Wait. They were down, weren't they?
They charged the floor. They must have won. They must have hit a shot.
Did TCU just hit a buzzer beater?
Sorry,
Hold on,
guys.
wait.
College basketball. The Houston TCU game.
Wait. I think
Someone hit a buzzer beater because they're going crazy.
I can't believe we just missed that.
They'll show it again.
I literally looked away for 1 second.
14-2 and 13-3.
13-3 is not even ranked.
There's
That's
another
crazy.
game up too.
Cincinnati Baylor. Dude, you gotta watch Baylor's defense.
Dude, what happened to that guy? Eater. What is his name? Doug Eater.
He wasn't that good. He was just the best player
I know,
on a
but,
really
like-
bad school, and then he transferred.
Was
He's not going to
like,
the NBA.
Dude, his averages. He's like averaging like 0.8. He's averaging like. Oh, was that the shot he hit?
With 10 seconds left.
Wait, no way. He got
So he
fouled hard.
hit that. He hit that with like 4 seconds left, and then I guess they didn't get the shot off.
He got fouled hard too.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a buzzer beater, but
They just hit a clutch shot.
and then. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, guys. It's
Doug,
not that
well,
bad.
remember he was Doug Eater or whatever. He was the best player on St. Peter's, but he actually wasn't. He came off the bench. Do you remember that? He just got really hot. He had a really hot run.
What about Drew Timmy?
Drew Timmy's on the Bucks.
Are you really?
Yeah.
He doesn't play though, does he?
No.
Is
Corey
he- is he-
Kispert plays.
Is he a two-way player?
He might be.
If Corey Kispert didn't play on the Wizards, there'd be an issue.
Corey Kispert though, Drew Timmy was better than him when they were both on Gonzaga.
I didn't know Drew Timmy was in the league.
Yeah, he was on the Bucks. He got drafted or signed by the Bucks. I think he went undrafted. No, but Eater came off the bench for St. Peter's, and then he had that hot run, so he transferred to a better school, and then
If you look at his, I just remember because I saw his averages and I was like, holy shit, they're terrible.
yeah, it's not. He's not going anywhere.
It must suck playing college ball and then not getting drafted.
Especially D1. Like D2 or D3, you're not getting drafted unless you somehow make the jump your freshman year to up to D1. But I don't like games that have this camera angle. The high camera.
Does it have it the
angle.
whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Some games just that's where the cameras are in this stadium. Should I say what I wanted to talk about for the next episode, or
Well, how long is it?
I mean, we could get into it. I'll just start. Me and Viv started watching this show. It's called Escaping Polygamy. Do you know what polygamy is?
Yeah.
Do you know what polygamy is?
Yeah, I just talked about it in sociology.
It's actually crazy. Like,
It's so weird.
it's so weird. These people are so fucking creepy. I know a lot of them are brainwashed, but like the leaders of the group and stuff, and they tell these people like,
leaders.
well, like the main guy, I guess, in each like family.
You know that my sociology teacher told me this. polygamy like groups or whatever, when it's 2 guys and 1 girl, it's usually the girl going into like a brother, like brother group or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2 brothers and 1 girl.
Yeah, no, that's well, the one we were watching is this big family tree. This one's in Utah. I think a lot of that's over there but they have this guy. There's like multiple people on like the compound, like the land, but each guy has like 20 wives, and they're always like just constantly pregnant, and they're having kids, and
It's like a factory.
from when they're raised, these kids are forced into it, and they're told that if you leave the group, it's a cult. That's what it is. They're told if you leave the group, you will go. If you stay in the group, you'll go to heaven. If you leave the group, you'll go to hell. And they're brainwashed from a very young age, and they're basically forced. And they believe in like pure blood or whatever. So it's incest. They like. There was this one guy, one of the most famous ones. I think it was Warren Jett. He had like a bunch of wives, and he was 60 years old, and his youngest wife was 12.
What?
Yeah, and these people are forced to like. So like, say like, this guy has a kid with a girl, the kid is forced to marry the guy's brother, like, that's 60 years old. And the police can't do anything about it, because what will happen is one person will call the police on them, but all the other wives and all the other people on the compound are so brainwashed, you have like 30 people telling you that they didn't do anything. And there's usually not a lot of proof of it. So that's just like crazy to me, but because there's polygamy, which is that, and there's also, I think it's polyamorous, which is it's more of a consensual, like, open relationship.
Yeah.
Because there's monogamous, which is a strict like, that's what relationships should be.
Yeah.
It's a 2-person, like, open stuff. Polyamorous is more of an open relationship, but it's a mutual agreement.
Mm-hmm.
But polygamy is like a big, like, it's like a cult. That's what I would classify it as. Like, the show follows 3 girls who are half sisters who escaped it, and they help other people free themselves from it. And there are people in the family are referred to as the Order. That's what we're calling them. They have to escape the Order.
It's like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
I think it's Jehovah's Witnesses that are kind of like that.
yeah,
Where if you leave the Jehovah's Witness, like, is it religion?
yeah,
Yeah.
If you leave it, like, everyone that was in your family like doesn't talk to you
right.
anymore.
Yeah.
What happens in this polygamy is if you leave, they make sure that in anybody's like house, anybody's like scrapbooks or anybody's phone, like the contact, the pictures, everything is like wiped away. That you're gone from their memory. And these people will come after you too when you leave. You have to be discreet about it. You know what group of people are really cool though? The Amish. You know the Amish, when you hit a certain age, you get to pick if you want to leave or not, and they're like okay with it. You get to pick if you want to continue the lifestyle, or if you want to leave to go out and not be Amish anymore.
It doesn't even
And
sound
also,
that bad.
the Amish have the lowest rates of childhood cancer.
Really?
Yep.
Well, they live all naturally. They
Right.
live from what they made.
They probably have clogged arteries, but from all like the butter and stuff they eat. But
I think it's, I don't know if it's, I think it's Jewish. Certain Jewish people, they're not allowed to like turn on electronics on like Sundays or something. So like they'll ask someone to come over their house to like turn their TV on for them,
really,
because it's technically not bad if someone else does it, but like they're not supposed to do it. So like I don't remember what like podcast they were on, but they said like it's like a loophole for the religion, because I think it's some type of Jewish like group. As long as you don't turn on an electronic on Sunday, but if someone else does, then it's fine.
That's interesting. I was watching the Family Guy episode the other night. You know the episode where Stewie gets a new friend and he has cancer, and his parents are like the Christian scientists, so they won't allow them to do like the medicine. I think it's newer, but it's not. It's one of the episodes I've seen a couple times.
I can't remember. I've seen.
They're like Christian scientists, so they won't. They believe that whatever your path is your path. So like,
yeah.
some religions are like that, where like they will refuse hospital help. They won't. They're like, if you're gonna die, they believe that like even if it's their own kid,
Yeah.
they believe that that was what you were meant to do.
I think that's not. This is not religious. I don't. Well, maybe it is, but I think that's why Bob Marley died, because he got like an infection. I think in his foot, maybe,
Yeah.
and he was like trying to be completely natural. So he tried to heal it, but he didn't want to use medicine, and it didn't work. And his infection like spread.
That's interesting.
I think I could be completely wrong about that, but I think that's what happened. I hate the Family Guy episodes where they go to like, not where they go, but like where it's like, you know, the ones where it's like a 3-part episode and they have like they go to like the 16th century or something, or like,
Well, do you remember the one where they like 2 episodes of it was like a reenactment of like Huckleberry
yeah,
Finn
dude,
or
those
something?
I hate those episodes.
I
Every
don't.
time
I
they
don't
come
even
on.
like the Star Wars ones.
Really. I like the Star Wars ones.
I gotta polish up on them. I haven't watched them in a while, but
No, the Star Wars ones are good. It's the ones where they like do the historical things that are
no.
not like.
I like
they're
the Road 2 ones.
those are hit.
Those
Like,
some of them are okay. The
Yeah.
earlier ones are good.
dude, my least favorite Family Guy episode ever is the one where I think it's Chris is at that German guy's house.
Oh, then and Peter, they get locked in the basement. The German guy.
Yes.
I watched that one the other day, and Herbert, they have like the fight, and it's like
I don't
it's
know
the
why,
old
but,
man
like,
fight.
yeah, I
I
don't know
like
why,
that
but
one.
like certain Family Guy episodes, like when they come on, I'm just like, oh my god.
Do you like the chicken fights?
Yeah.
They're funny. I actually kind of do like them because they're so random and they're so long too. That's my favorite part of Family Guy is the cutaways. Sometimes they're just so random.
I was watching like season 3, I think, and there was not cutaways in the beginning.
Really?
They really started changing it because Family Guy got canceled in like after season
It
3.
got canceled twice.
Yeah, and then
Do
they came
you-
back in season 4, and then that's when the cutaways
You know
started.
why the first like 3 episodes all have death in the name, right? You know the show is going to be centered around death. Like every episode
Yeah.
is going to be.
Yeah.
That's why the first like 3 episodes and like 8 out of like however in the first season have death in the name.
First 2 seasons are interesting.
The first season's really good. I like the first
It's
season.
like different. It's not really like Family Guy.
The first episode's really good too. There's no intro to it. They just jump into like a funny episode.
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode where Brian and Stewie went back to the first episode?
Yeah. That's my favorite Family Guy episode, the multiverse one.
Mm-hmm. I watched the acid trip episode the other day.
It's like
That episode was good, but the whole fucking Meg thing,
Yeah.
that was annoying.
Do you know the one where it's just Stewie and Brian and they're locked in the bank vault?
I think so. I've seen it before.
That's another one of my
I don't
favorites.
remember that one. I love Family Guy. It's like a comfort show
Yeah,
for me.
Family Guy's my comfort show. I was gonna say Seinfeld too. I've been watching that a lot at night. That's funny.
What else?
It was 40.
What other what episodes do you like, Cody? You watch Family Guy sometimes?
Not really. I mean, all the ones you guys named off.
Oh, you know what one I watched last night? You remember the one where Brian was dating the girl, she was blind and she hated dogs?
Yeah.
That one is funny.
You know the one where Peter like eats the coins to like break the record and then it makes him go blind? It's early on.
No, no. Do you remember the one where Peter lost all of his bones in his body?
Yeah. So stupid. Or do you know the one where he has a stroke
yeah. I know that one.
and then people are going by on a boat and like the guy's yelling at them like stroke. I've seen every episode like 20
Is
times.
Peter your favorite character? He's so funny.
I'd like to say like Stewie, but it might be Peter because
Peter's
he's so
so
stupid.
funny. I like Quagmire too.
No, my favorite character is probably Joe.
You like Joe?
Yeah, I don't know why. Like when he yells, because the guy who voiced Joe is in Seinfeld. So now
Is he?
yeah, I don't know. It
Oh
could
my
be
God,
Quagmire.
I could go. There's so many Family Guy episodes I like.
The Cleveland show sucks. You ever watch it?
Yeah. I don't know why. Why would they not make like a Brian and Stewie spinoff or something,
I don't know because then I feel like every other Family Guy character would have to be in it for it to be.
or like a
Interesting.
Quagmire spinoff? That'd be funny.
It would just-
just like doing shit with girls.
Yeah, it would just be like a sex
I'm
show.
trying to think of what episodes were good. What like?
This is not good to say, but the one where Peter is retarded.
Oh my God, yes. I was gonna say that one. Wait, was that the one where they started off? No, there's that one, and then that's the one where they were playing the Cranium game, right?
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
they're like,
They,
Lois
what
is like,
color is a fire truck?
Yeah.
And he was like, ah.
he's like, what color are those red fire trucks?
That one's a classic.
Can you do the Peter voice again?
Ah. You know the one where he hurts his knee?
I need to look up now, like best Family Guy episodes, and I'll see if I can.
The classic ones. Do you remember the one where I think they all get in the car crash, Peter, Quagmire, or whatever, but it's like the simulation.
They're all in like the bed.
Yeah, they're all in like they're in
Uh-huh.
like, they like, I think it's like the simulation. They like wake up and it was a simulation.
Yeah.
Or the
I
more.
think Stewie did that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they like kill everyone or like Peter saved Brian or something?
Yeah. Oh, the best Family Guy episode ever, the Y2K one.
Oh yeah, that's a good episode.
You know
That's
that
in like season 2, I think.
Yeah. That one was so weird because remember the ending?
No.
It was the humans, and it was the two, like the older couple, and it was
I
like,
can't remember it for some reason.
and like they like woke up and she was like, I had such a bad dream, and it was like Stewie was an octopus.
Oh yeah. The one where they go to the North Pole. It's like a Christmas episode.
I remember that one.
Um,
The one where Brian dies. That one's a weird.
yeah, I don't.
Do you like the two ones or the one that's like an hour long? It's the beginning of the 4K or the 1080p.
Yeah,
I like those. I like
that's
that
like
episode.
That's season. It might have been season
Eight.
like
It was
yeah.
8, right?
The
When
one-
they
the-
started
the
doing
murder
the full
mystery one?
screen.
Yeah. The show kind of fell off a little bit, like when they went HD. I don't know, like. Have you watched any of the newer seasons?
I think I watched up to like season 15. I don't
Dude,
even know
it's
if
like
I
on,
want to.
it's on season like 23 now.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like I don't know. It's like weird.
I feel like it's not even their fault though. Like,
I mean, if you make a show for that long, it's kind of
right,
hard.
but also in this day and age, you can't like the one where they made Peter like the R word. You can't say that anymore. You know, even
Yeah.
in a TV show.
I think-
Yeah, that episode was kind of crazy too because they killed Mort's wife like for good.
yeah, it's so sad.
Like they killed off the news reporter.
Yeah,
Do you remember the episode when Lois did porn? And like it showed Brian getting the boner, but it was just him taking the lipstick out.
yeah.
Oh, one of the best episodes ever is the one where Brian really has a big crush on Lois, and she like knows about it.
Yep.
Earlier on, that episode's that's like a heartfelt episode though.
There's an episode where they get together because, I think Peter, Joe, Quagmire, and Cleveland get lost at sea, and like they live on an island for a while. And Lois is like he's never coming back, so she gets together with Brian, and then he comes back.
One of the things I'll never understand about Family Guy is how does Brian date human girls, and like they're like into him. The Rush Limbaugh episodes.
Those episodes are so dumb.
All right, we're literally just listing all of it, so we should probably. I could go on about Family Guy for a long time, but
Family Guy season tier list. Family Guy episode tier list.
there's a YouTube video. It's like 6 hours long.
Yeah, I think I watched it. What episode of podcast is this?
This is
30
episode
something.
33. No.
30 something.
We don't have we don't have like a title for this episode.
Skibbity toilet.
This is episode 36.
Really?
Campfire Eats episode 1 got 128 views.
We are doing the episodes tier list at episode 50, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have like
Did we
4 more
post
months.
The bonus, the first.
The Lost episode
Unreleased?
4.
I really don't want to.
I want to like listen back to that episode in full.
All right. We
All
should
right.
call this episode Ham's Big Adventure.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna put this on at the end. Ham's Big Adventure.
Should we?
I forgot I was gonna
Ham,
put that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Ham.
Should I call it Ham Don't Do It? Or should I call it Ham's Big Adventure?
Ham's Big Adventure.
Ham Takes Manhattan. Okay.
All right.
I just texted it so I don't forget.
Okay. I'm gonna remember. I'll remember to put that at the end. So
Please do.
is it? What is it? Is it? Wait, what's the weekend album called for next week?
Thursday.
Thursday. I was gonna say Friday. All right. I think that's good then. We'll be back. Look for clips this week from this episode. Photo dumps. We're back. I lost. We're sorry. But hopefully we gave you a good explanation as to why everything happened the way it did. But see you guys next week. Mondays now. We're changing it up. So look forward to that.
You have to change the bio too on Instagram.
Yeah, and on like everything. I think. Should we do 8 a.m. still?
Yeah.
Okay. Or should we experiment with a different time?
I think 8's fine.
Okay. Well, that's it. Then we'll see you guys next week. Have some more basketball updates. Have Have a great week, everybody. Seven.
Chest.
Community chest. Collect 20 for the income phantom tax. Ham, don't do it. Don't do it.
Didn't pick it up, bro.